美名嘴咆哮，赶紧醒醒吧！名场面一。
So I just want to, what I'm trying to convey here, I hope with some success, is that China ain't like us. I don't mean there's nothing in common. I don't mean we're not part of humanity, but its historical development is so different. And you've got to remember, you know, that we're very recent compared with China. I mean, China is the longest continuously existing polity in the world. Going back, well, arguably, it's one of the first, you know, one of the first settled with the fertile crescent, the first settled agriculture in the world. So China has a very, very long history, and maybe instead of people being surprised about China's rise now, this is the wrong way.
名场面二。
Everything is big.
Big, very big.
It's huge. That's the impression.
It's a really huge country with a lot of people, I guess.
It's just so different from Europe, so I would like to see like how people live.
I imagine it's to be a lot different from Europe.
Many million people. I will have problem to recognize them. Who is who?
Friendly people was nice, very good food actually. The Chinese restaurants in Sweden are not anything compared to the real ones, of course, in China.
Everybody seems kind of kind, you know, a calm and a nice place, you know.
The culture, the food, language.
It seems very nice.
名场面三。
That the Chinese don't know that we can't land a spaceship on the dark side of the moon? Do you think the Russians don't know that for the first time since John Glenn was sent up to orbit this planet, America cannot put a person into space without asking the Russians to do it? That we're not investing in the young generation of Americans? That we're willing to lose the race for artificial intelligence to the Chinese when China is rising? The China's GDP has quadrupled since 2001, tripled since 2003, doubled since 2009. Do we think that no one in the rest of the world knows all of that about us? For 10 years. For 10 years, Madam President. And now we're here with the government shutdown over his broken promise while the Chinese are landing spacecraft on the dark side of the moon. That's what they're doing.
名场面是。
And they're purposeful. What we in Europe didn't see coming was that the Chinese, the quality and the innovation and everything in China is so high speed. You can't be ignorant to it, so you need to adapt it.
Are they planting seeds all over the world? They've got time, money, and resources, and they're a wise and smart country.
They are strong in economics, so yes, I think that China is the next.
名场面五。
我上大学的时候，我跟他说：“爸，我要学中文。”他说：“别了。”他说：“不要。”然后后来我就坚持了。但是后来现在是我爸最支持我在中国也因为他看了我之前的找的朋友，他也觉得特别好。我妈现在是非常非常的希望我能回去，但是我今年有一个规划哈。我今年我想，因为我妈特别喜欢种地种菜，然后特别对有机的菜感兴趣，所以我想在北京附近找一个农场，然后有很多比如说也有外国人在帮助，就是参与这个农场，然后我想在那里给他找一份工作，这样他一过来他就有一些英国的说英文的朋友，然后也可以慢慢的融入这个社会，但是这个是秘密，还不要告诉他。这是我的计划。
这后面是爸爸。
这是爸爸啊，这是爸爸。Hello, Dad。
哎，你看这么看的话，那个妹妹确实长得像爸爸。再回忆一下刚才那张照片，
鼻子，注意鼻子，
鼻子、眼睛那个地方真的是
对，
一模一样。
其实我爸他就他来中国，他是第一次来中国是3年之前。他来中国之前不是特别支持，但是他和我后母来到了中国之后，他跟我所有的朋友见面了，他就特别。
名场面六。
Den Umstand, dass das chinesische Volk ein uraltes Kulturvolk ist, dass die ältesten chinesischen Schriftzeichen beinahe 1000 Jahre älter sind als die 5 Bücher Mose im Alten Testament. Die chinesische Kultur ist heute mindestens 4000 Jahre alt. Die Schriftzeichen stammen aus dem Jahre 3000 vor Jesus Christus.
Ist Alter ein Wert an sich? Kann eine Kultur nicht auch überaltert sein?
Das Faszinierende ist, dass dieses uralte Kulturvolk plötzlich zu einer Vitalität erwacht, mit der heute vor 30 Jahren niemand in Amerika und niemand in Europa gerechnet hat. Die sind nicht überaltert, die sind voller Kraft.
Warum?
Das ist auch für mich ein Rätsel. Sie unterscheiden sich in einem Punkt von allen anderen Kulturvölkern der Welt. Nämlich, es gibt keine das ganze chinesische Volk deckende gemeinsame Religion. Die Inkas, die Mayas, die Ägypter, die alten Griechen, die Römer, alle hatten sie ihre Götter. Später einen Gott. Der Islam hat einen Gott. Wir haben die heilige Dreieinigkeit. Die Chinesen haben dergleichen nicht. Das ist ein ganz grundsätzlicher Unterschied zu allen anderen Hochkulturen der Welt. Vielleicht hat das etwas zu tun mit der Frage, mit der Erklärung der Dauerhaftigkeit dieser Kultur.
Also eine säkuläre Kultur im Grunde.
Nicht ganz säkular. Immerhin ist schon bei Konfuzius vom Himmel die Rede. Aber das bleibt sehr unbestimmt und nicht personifiziert. Nicht ganz ohne religiöse Vorstellung. Es hat immer auch buddhistische Einflüsse gegeben, aus Indien kommend. Es hat immer auch islamische Einflüsse in späteren Jahrhunderten gegeben. Es hat auch christliche Einflüsse gegeben in den letzten 500 Jahren. Aber im Grunde ist China seit Jahrtausenden ein
都跟司机们说你是哪国人？
反正我是美国人，但是他们也不信嘛，他们
不信怎么这么说？
有时候我就跟他说我在哪儿，就比如说这个路口这块儿，就一个人等着。反正就我看到那车这边一开过，我在这儿疯狂的挥手，然后就走了。大概10秒钟后给我打电话说，我操，我到那地方就没人，说我就看到你我在那儿疯狂的挥手嘛，说我只看到一老外在那儿。
名场面法。
10 busiest ports in the world, how many do you think are in China? Well, let me tell you. 7. How many do you think are in the United States? None. How many do you think are in Europe? None. It's remarkable what is happening here. Now, is it remarkable in some senses? Yes, of course it is, but we go back to this point, that China has been a dominant economic power through human history. It comes because of the Central Plain, which I was walking right across between the Yellow River and the Yangtze River. It's an immensely fertile plain. It's surrounded by hills which protect it from invaders. So not surprisingly, it was always going to be a place where civilization would...
In your own country.
They always hold their phone. I see a lot of Chinese people that negotiate really, really hard. Communal. Cool. They eat together, they spend a lot of time together, they buy houses together and all live in one big house.
We have a good style, good food. Your language is very difficult.
It's maybe difficult for them to integrate. They tend to be a lot with each other. It's very common to see them
only
together.
Yeah, Chinese
more than other cultures.
Yes. But what about other foreign communities?
So we do it like when I lived in London, I also had Italian friends. So that's normal, but I also had a lot of friends that were not Italian, and I see this less in Chinese.
People don't know much about China.
Yeah.
They have like all the countries in Asia are the same. About the food and the behavior.
They think like that's small, that's all the same people. They think it's just one big culture, it's just lots of people and that's all. For example, I have my sister right now in Hong Kong and I'm here the weekend and they think we can meet each other. I was like, no way, like that's way too far, just check a map. They're like, oh really? They know, so that's a big fun.
Really smart and hard workers. Serious, they follow trends. They're always like different from all of the rest with their styles.
So what's the image of China before you came to China?
They produce everything. They have everything, you produce everything, everything.
In the last 10 years, the U.S. has been building 500-mile stretch of high-speed rail between San Francisco and Los Angeles. It was supposed to be finished by 2017. And many people think the answer is never going to be finished. So in those 10 years, how much high-speed rail did China laid out that's working today. I guess 16,000. And before the 500 miles is finished in U.S., how much more will be in China? Another 16,000 at least.
名场面之一。
China is growing big and big every day because of the business and a lot of population. They have a lot of people that's working for them. So I believe that the next couple of years, China will be the #1 in the whole world.
America needs to get on track. America's got to get on track. If we don't get on track, then we're going to be second best. By Trump, we're already the second best. So we got to get him out of here. We got to get people in here. That's going to make us first.
Wow. I think that's pretty cool. So, I mean, I would love to do it, but I don't think that's great. Yeah. Because it's really fast. Why not?